there's part of Midnight Suns is new Zilla reckoning with old Zilla,
Yes.
right? And the way I was running on the elliptical and listening to the stuff and thinking about it, and I was like, it's almost like those old gold miners who used to sift for gold.
Right.
It's almost like the sifter is Buddhism,
Yes.
spirituality, and
Hmm.
you're putting old Zilla on, and you're just sifting out
Yes.
what you want from old Zilla. Is that how long have you been sifting?
Man, probably since I was about 27. It was very clear. I remember I come back from doing a set of West Coast shows. It was funny. I was with Mike Eagle. It was me, Castro, Mike Eagle, No Can Do, Jeff Weiss. We had just watched the Blake Griffin dunk contest. It was
Mhm.
fucking hilarious. So we were watching that. We did shows in like L.A., Phoenix. I forget where else we played. It was a great time, and I remember feeling like, yo, I love the West Coast. I love it out here, and I was gonna move out there. I had a whole plan set, and then I came back. I remember flew back to Philly, and again, this is February, so February in Philly is like depressing already. It's
Mm.
brutal. Okay, you guys in Maine get it,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
Seasonal depression is a real thing, and I still
Oh,
go through it as a
yep.
much older person. But I remember I came back and I was like, God, I just friggin' hate this. Like, I don't like anything that I'm coming back to here. Um, and so I was like, well, what can I do? Like this is something about me here. Like I don't like this. Not like I don't like my roommate, my cousin. I don't like, And so that's when I was like, I need to pursue another path, right? And so that began that spiritual journey for me back in whatever it was, 2011 or something. So since then, I've spent hours and hours and hours and hours and hours reading books, going to classes, befriending monks. Like it's dope, and then befriending people that are there that are just like regular people with jobs and don't know that I rap and don't care. Like none of that matters. So when you start doing that, it's like, and then you just get older and you have things to reckon with. It then becomes a way of being like when I men never take advice. Like that's about one of my first rap partners who like we had a breakup and
Yep.
then I spitefully like made out with his ex-girlfriend, which is disgusting. I'm like, that's horrible.
Mhm.
Um, but that's me being like, well, I thought you deserved it because you were a shitty friend. But not really. We were just young, stupid people. So it's like it's enough to be like, I'm okay putting that out. Like that's and again, that was the first song we made, and I was like, man, I don't even know if Chong's gonna be into this because
Right.
this is
Right.
not Millionaire Grammar. This is not Grey Ghost.
Mhm.
But this is what this beat like. I was remember just like listening to that beat. So and the beat reminded me of Mash
Yeah.
or like Kill a Army or something like those really moody, sad but melodic samples. And I was like, you just can't. Then I got to lean into the depression on this one. Like this is that type of beat. So I'm
Yeah.
gonna kind of go there, but I'm not gonna go all the way. We talk about like how you subvert sounds and styles. So now it's like a matter of, and again, it's never like I'm not sitting there and be like, all right, man, on this album, man, I really got to talk about some shit that happened when I was 24, man. Wow, I really got to get into this. It's kind of just where the music pulls me.
Mhm.
And but I'm now in my life, I'm good with being like, I'm gonna let that take the wheel. I'm not gonna like when I was younger, I would always be like, this happens to all of us. You feel like you need to keep steering and holding on to the artist you think you should be,
Right.
right?
Right.
Like I should be the next Aesop Rock. I should be the next Nas. Nas wouldn't say that. Aesop Rock wouldn't pick that beat. Ghostface would never do this.
Right.
Like Prodigy from Mob Deep would never say these things. So therefore, I will not either because I think I'm in that world. And then as you get older, you're like, but that's me. Like I'm like stilting myself. I'm like putting a
Right.
cap on the real stuff that I can say that's my stuff that isn't like an approximation of 10 rappers I love. You know what I mean? So I think as just with age and time, like you get more comfortable. Whereas I'll be honest with you, some people I look up to them, they knew who they were at 20 years old. They were
Right.
like, "Yep, this is it. This is all you. I'm just this thing. I'm good at it." But someone like Andre 3000 is so fascinating because you follow him like still sorting it out, being like, do I
Yeah.
want to be this way? Is that cool if I am? Was that cool when I was this way when I was 19? And when I was 19, I thought, I still wasn't sure. What am I supposed to do with
All the
it?
time you said mind your business. That type of guy code that never sat right with me. But who the hell am I to judge? I cheated too. I played it cool with you. I never did my boundaries, and when I finally checked you, you started getting loud with me. I cut you off and exacted